2 pieces of paper, same kitchen table, left side, a bill for $199 a man just committed to pay every year for the rest of his life. Right side, buried under old bills, an email he printed 3 years ago and never opened. Both from this month. Marvin Hollis, 68. Diane, 66. Ranch House, Willow Lane, Columbus, Ohio. Paid off 6 years ago. Rachel, their daughter, sent him an FBI article 2 weeks back. 2 numbers, 199 on the left, 0 on the right, same service, same alerts, same database, same job. If they do exactly the same thing, why does one cost his family $200 a year and the other doesn't cost a dime? Read that again. Marvin did. He read it 3 times before he moved, 2 weeks earlier. Marvin's laptop, kitchen table, dinner cooling on the stove. The video was 12 minutes and it did not blink. An FBI Boston warning. April 2025. Special agent in charge, Jodi Cohen, on record. Between 2019 and 2023, 58,141 Americans reported real estate fraud losses, $1.3 billion. And the people most likely to be targeted, in the FBI's own words, are older Americans who own their homes free and clear. Marvin owns his home. Free and clear. He nodded. Diane nodded. That night he moved. He called the title insurance company from their 1996 closing. The woman on the line pulled up the file. Owner's policy, still active. Paid once, lasts as long as he owns the property. Marvin sat up straighter. He wrote it in the fish notebook. The fish notebook. Rachel gave it to him for Father's Day when she was 11. Little fish printed all around the cover. One of them, back near the spine, has flaked off. He doesn't remember when. He writes every recurring bill in it. He wrote one line, owner's title insurance, still on. He told himself he'd freeze his credit this weekend. Diane nodded again. Neither of them did it. Then he opened a new tab. Home title lock. Same commercials he'd been seeing for a year. 2 guys in a car playing thieves. Don't let them get their hands on your hard-earned equity. $19.95 a month, or $199 a year. Netflix cost about $17. He clicked annual. He felt lighter. Right while he was checking out, an email dropped. Franklin County Recorder. Sign up for the free property fraud alert. No music, no logo. He didn't click. He'd read it later. He printed it, slid it under the stack of bills. Then he called Rachel, told her, "Good dad. Remember Graceland? Elvis almost lost his own house. If Elvis can almost lose it, anybody can." Marvin put the phone down. Diane asked if he was ready for dinner. The clock said 5:45. They've eaten at 5:45 since Rachel was in 2nd grade. No reason, just how it goes. He ate, he slept fine. For 2 weeks he didn't think about it much. He had done something 2 Sundays later. Rachel called from Denver. She'd been reading. She sent him a link. Consumer Alerts. Federal Trade Commission. August 26th, 2024. Written by Larissa Bungo, senior attorney at the FTC. The headline, Home Title Lock Insurance? Not a lock at all. Marvin read the first sentence out loud, the way he does when he wants Diane to hear, slowly. Title lock insurance is not title insurance. He read it again, slower. And it's not insurance at all. He kept scrolling. It's just a ploy to scare you. You'd only find out after your title got transferred to someone else without your authorization. Marvin leaned back, all the way back, until the chair creaked. Diane came in from the kitchen holding a dish towel. "I just committed to pay $199 a year," he said, "for a service the FTC says isn't a lock and isn't insurance." Diane put the towel down, read the whole page, then pointed at the next line, calm as anything. "You can check your title for free with your state's land records office, and some areas even have a free notification program." Marvin looked at the table. He knew where it was. The Franklin County email, 3 years old, printed, buried. He pulled it out, opened his laptop. Franklin County Property Fraud Alert. First result. County website. Name, address, email. Which way did he want the alerts to come? By email, text, or phone? He picked email. 4 minutes. Done. There they were. On his own kitchen table. On the left, a bill for $199 a year. On the right, a confirmation email from Franklin County. Both would tell him after the fact if anyone recorded a document against his address. Same job, same after, same delay. $199, zero. That's when it hit him. Not anger, not fury, at title lock. Something quieter and worse. He had paid willingly for the feeling of having done something. He wasn't done. He picked up the phone, called the title insurance company back. Different question this time. If someone forges my signature on a deed after I've owned this house for 30 years, does my policy cover that? Silence on the other end. 3 seconds. He could hear her keyboard stop. Then, careful voice. Your standard policy covers title defects from before your purchase date in 1996. Post-closing forgery falls under Exclusion 3D. Exclusion what? 3D, sir. It's standard industry language. It's been in the policies for over 20 years. Marvin set the phone down slowly, like it was heavier than it had been a minute earlier. He sat there. The insurance he bought at closing in 96, the one he thought he had, does not cover the exact thing he is afraid of. He opened one more tab. ALTA, American Land Title Association. The trade group for the whole industry. August 19th, 2025, press release, 2 new endorsements, ALTA 49 and 49.1, post-closing forgery coverage. Finally, he read the announcement, then he read one sentence in it 3 times. The title insurance industry has long recognized the need for owners and lenders to have greater protection against seller impersonation fraud and other post-policy forgery. Long recognized. 20 years. The industry knew. The industry had the tool. The industry waited until August of last year to release it. He walked out to the front porch. Diane followed. He sat on the step. Diane didn't ask. I fell for something, he said. It has a name. Loss aversion. The brain is more afraid of losing the house than it is curious about the problem. Afraid beats curious. Every time, Diane didn't say anything. I paid somebody to say, don't worry. I didn't buy protection. I bought quiet. He kept going, softer now. Here's what I couldn't see. The day we paid off this house, 6 years ago, the bank walked away. The advisor who watches our savings takes 1% of savings. He doesn't take 1% of the roof, so the roof isn't his job. The county records deeds, by law, they don't check IDs. The title insurance I paid for in 96 is still on paper, but Exclusion 3D. Title lock sells an alert Franklin County already sends. Free. He looked at his hands, palms up. Nobody is paid to watch my house. That's not a scandal. It's how the incentives line up. Once I saw it, I could deal with it. He stood up, went inside, got the fish notebook. Under the line from 2 weeks ago, owner's title insurance, still on. He added 3 lines. Franklin County Property Fraud Alert, signed up today. Freeze credit, all 3 bureaus. Saturday, call title company, ask about ALTA 49 endorsement. Monday, then he flipped back a page, drew a line through title lock. 1 line, clean. Closed the notebook, put it in the drawer. The fish with the missing piece went in face down. Marvin's anger doesn't land on title lock or on the 2 guys in the TV commercial. It lands closer on the version of himself who traded 1 afternoon of homework for 1 evening of advertising with music. The following Sunday, coffee morning, neighbors coming over, Marvin wrote a page and left it on the kitchen table. 1 page. He titled it, If Your House is Paid Off. 5 lines. 1. Find your closing packet, look for owner's title insurance policy, write down the policy number where you can find it again, then call the title company and ask them 1 question. Does my policy cover post-closing forgery, and do you offer the ALTA 49 endorsement if they hesitate? That's your answer. 2. Sign up for the free property fraud alert at your county recorder. Common in a lot of states. Florida offers it in all 67 counties. Indiana in all 92. PropertyFraudAlert.com covers many others. If your county doesn't have it, call and ask. 5 minutes. 3. Freeze your credit at Equifax, Experian, and TransUnion. Free. 15 minutes online. It doesn't stop anyone from filing a deed. It does stop somebody from taking out a loan in your name. 2 different jobs. You need both. 4. Put a reminder on your calendar to check your deed once a year. County Land Records website. Type your address, confirm your name is still on it, 5 minutes. 5. Do not sign up for a title log subscription, $1.99 or $2.39 a year until you've done the 4 things above. The FTC calls it not a lock and not insurance. All it does is tell you after the fact. You can already get that alert for $0 from your county. Marvin also learned something. The 5 lines don't say it. The fear of losing the house doesn't disappear just because you take the right steps. It gets smaller when you know exactly who's watching and who isn't. Calm is built. It isn't bought. 1 weekend of doing it yourself buys more calm than $1.99 a year does because it's calm with a foundation under it. Diane looked at the page, handed it back, looked at the clock, 5:45. They ate. If Marvin at his kitchen table with those 2 pieces of paper is making you look at your own house a little differently, there's another video on this channel about why calling that paid off house your biggest asset might be the wrong sentence. Same neighborhood. If you have 30 minutes tonight, a laptop, and a notebook somewhere, Marvin's first 4 steps take less than that, done before dinner. And if you already signed up for a title lock service and you're sitting back in the chair right now the way Marvin was, 1 phone call, ask them in exactly these words. Is your product an insurance policy? And does it stop deed fraud from happening? Write down what they say, then decide this is for education and entertainment only. It is not financial advice. It is not legal advice. For decisions about your situation, please talk to a qualified fiduciary advisor, a CPA, or the SSA. For questions about your title insurance policy, please contact your title insurance company directly. For Property Fraud Alert enrollment, please contact your county recorder's office. Take care of yourselves and take care of the person who lives on Willow Lane with you.